All right. Everybody looks in pretty good shape. I wasn't sure what we were going to see this morning. There were a lot of parties last night, a lot of places. We jumped about 3 or 4, checked something off my bucket list. I got to see Weezer, but I did the old guy thing. I was like, well, I've seen 5 songs. I got to turn it in. But welcome to day 2 of NADA. Traffic is good. The energy is great. I want to thank our friends at Goobagoo for sponsoring today's content and helping us bring all of this stuff to you. We had so much going on yesterday. If you haven't gone and checked the ASOTU Events Instagram account, there are like 50 stories. If you want to see what it's like behind the scenes, we're going to play the games. Isaac captured a bunch of stuff, so there's a lot of stuff even to go see about how things were, and we're going to do it all again today. One more time.
Absolutely.
2 more times.
I'm going to give my impact moment for the day yesterday. I don't know if we're going to... impact moment, right?
With Kyle Meltzer.
Well, yesterday we got to stop by the Northwood booth and meet the Northwood University new leaders that are coming up, getting groomed into the industry, and it was so exciting. Like, just their grins, their smiles, their energy toward the fact that they have the opportunity to walk into the auto industry and that they're learning to that end. I know that university's been around for over 60 years, but just to finally meet some people that are not just the teachers, but the students there, it's so encouraging. And I think that that's just gonna expand in this industry more and more and more. We're gonna see more places for learning for young leaders to be groomed up into the industry. And so that was my I could have gone home after that.
And like you said, we also met a lot of generational dealers and young people coming into the industry or taking over. And so we've seen a renewed energy around especially technology and really company culture. And I think that that's a big gift that Gen Y, Gen Z has brought in. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that as we go forward. So we want to welcome in our special guest for today. We got Molly and Joe from Goobagoo, and we're going to talk about some of the insights we see. So we'll take you.
There we go. Molly, Joe, welcome to the morning show.
Morning.
We'll step up just a hair.
Okay.
How are the legs this morning after being on your feet all day yesterday and running through events in the whole 9 yards?
Yeah, feeling good. We have very comfortable shoes. It is always a big debate every year what shoes we're going to wear as a crew, and we're very happy with our choice. So, good day. It was a really good day.
Good. So talk to us a little bit about, what you all are seeing right now from a high level. We'll take it out and then we'll zoom in a little bit. But you all have the opportunity at Goobagoo just to see so much data, so much consumer experience happening on the web, in the showroom, with larger groups, smaller single point stores. What are some of the trend lines that you're seeing that are going to impact dealers here moving into Q1 and Q2 of this year?
Yeah, great questions. And as you guys know, everybody has that blended experience. And that's what we are focused on. And the dealers that are coming over to the booth, that's what they're focused on. So, 98% of the consumers, they're going to start online and they're going to come into the store. And now that we have that ability to have that retail anywhere connectedness, we're seeing a lot of traffic at the booth. Traffic is up probably 35%. And I don't think it's a coincidence. Reynolds has a new booth, new logo. It's the new Reynolds with Goobagoo. And I think dealers are really seeing the efforts over the past year. So we're really pleased with the show so far.
What are the pain points that you're hearing most? I mean, you mentioned connectivity, but if you stepped outside the connectivity and having things work together, what are some of the maybe even anecdotal things that you're hearing just common from dealer to dealer to dealer as you're moving through?
A lot of dealer processes. So they're starting to see that the technology is coming to fruition. But now they see it's going to be more on me as a dealer to have the proper processes in place to now utilize the technology. So we're hearing a lot of that from the dealers. Now we need to look at ourselves. We've looked at the vendors to give us the tools to enable it. Now we just need to start enabling it ourselves.
over the past 5 to 7 years, we've seen a lot of new technology pop up in the industry. Digital retailing was a big thing, chat, both things that you do, but also other parts of the ecosystem of e-contracting and all of these things that enable the path to finalizing a sale. What does it look like for you all, especially with connecting with Reynolds and all of the things that need to get that through line to happen for sales enablement? Where are the wins that you're seeing in a new connected world?
Well, we can now say that we can go from chat to e-contract from end to end with our connection with Reynolds and a few other things we've released this year. So for someone starting a conversation or going from a VDP and entering into retailing, going through all their steps, trade, credit app, F&I, all the way to the last step, that's possible now. And we can say with some of our partnerships that we expect that number to grow and grow. Like Joe said, over 95% of consumers are starting online and finishing in store. We anticipate that's going to, change a little bit, where more people are going to want to do the full completion online. So we're ready for it.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not just listening to the customer, but you're listening to the dealer, understanding that them being connected, both with process and with technology, is the way to make sure that customer experience, employee experience are all wrapped in a big thing. And I think that's been a theme of this show. It's like, hey, we recognize that our employee experience, the training, the learning, all of that has to be dialed in, and the customer experience has to be paramount. We're seeing that in tech partners and training partners and the whole 9 yards. So we appreciate what you guys are doing and wish you a good rest of the show. We got a day and a half more to live in those comfy shoes. We're going to be running around today. All over the floor. We'll be on social and in your live stream, so keep paying attention. If you're not here, we'll bring the show to you. If you are here, we'll make sure and catch up with you on the floor. But have a great day, and we'll see you here this afternoon.